Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. I'm Aja A. This is your October tarot forecast, and this video is for the OGs of the zodiac, Cancer, Sun, and Moon, like myself, and Cancer rising. So before I get started with this video, if you feel like what I'm saying isn't resonating with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, which I do have linked down below in the description box. We are now in a new month. Like I said, we're in October, so we got a lot of stuff popping off in the cosmos. Hella videos I'd like y'all to check out. We start the month with the Aries full moon. Got that video linked down there. We have Virgo and Libra energy, so those new moon videos as well. We got Mars and Mercury retrograde happening during this month. I've got the retrograde series linked in the description box too. October pick a card spread is up as well, and about the retrogrades, these ones are gonna kind of take us out, so I am offering a sale on my retrograde readings. You can get a Mars or a Mercury retrograde excuse me, Mars and Mercury retrograde reading, normally $40. They're half off for the month of October. You can get one for $20, and my Etsy shop is linked down below. Support Black businesses, support a Black woman-owned business like Sunshine Haze Co. I appreciate it. All right, y'all, let's get into it. This is going to be your typical 4-card spread looking at the overall energies for the month of October, or the energy that you should be tapping into, Cancer, any challenges or obstacles that we might be facing during this next month. And because we're dealing with Libra energy for most of October, looking at where we need to bring in some balance. And as always, a quick little soul message, something extra for you to take away with you from the spread. Let's get into it. I don't know if y'all could see because it's sped up, but in the shuffling, the video, the shuffling portion, I get really excited when I pull this card because I'm a Cancer. So the first card that we have coming up in the spread is in the position of the overall energy, or the energy that we should be tapping into during this month. And we've got happy. And this makes me happy, okay? October is the month of change. We're right in the beginning of the fall season. You know, it's getting a little cold, but that's neither here nor there, depending on where you are. But we're in a munch. So either I'm hungry or I've been watching too much SVU. And I did recently just watch the episode where I didn't realize he was Sergeant Munch this whole time, where he left the show. But all that being said, this is a month in which things are shifting. Energy is shifting. This is a cardinal energy that we're dealing with for the month of October as well, by way of the full moon and by way of the Libra lunar cycle. So there's a lot of new coming in for us, or a lot of new that we're intending and manifesting right now. And so with all of that swirling around us, what is happening is the things that we're doing, the moves that we're making, the thoughts that we're having, the intentions that we're putting out there, the manifestations, they're coupled with positive energy, and we're starting to see that play out for us in the physical, okay? And now very quickly, what I will say is, Cancer, if October is not looking like, and I mean, we only a few days in, but if it's not looking like happy, I do pull this card also in regards to the energy that we need to tap into. And being a Cancer myself, I will say that with the energy of change, everybody around us is dealing with that as well. And not everybody adapts as well as other people. And to be honest, Cancer, it's here and there depending on how we feel, and that makes sense. I know that makes sense to y'all. Sometimes we're really good with change, sometimes we're not. Sometimes we can go with the flow and be water, and then sometimes we are very much so crabs in our shells, like I'm cool, I'm good right here. But the people around us may not necessarily be adapting as well, and it could also have something to do with you having some sort of physical change, some sort of physical something going on around you, or some sort of attitude shift or some sort of perspective shift that people that know you are not necessarily used to, they are not necessarily excited about, or, you know, it doesn't necessarily serve them like it used to. And with that being said, I will say, Cancer, we are people pleasers. So I wouldn't be surprised if during the month of October, in order to put yourself into the space of happy, you have to stop pleasing people, and when you stop pleasing people, it ruffles some people's feathers, okay? With that being said, if that's what's going on during the month of October, Cancer, don't feel bad about it, because that is what will come up. If you have to detach yourself from something, you have to tell somebody about themselves, you have to, you know, set a boundary and reinforce it. People might feel away, and which will make you feel away. Cancer, you don't need to feel away. Right now is not the time to be an empath. Right now is the time to focus on your happiness, to focus on yours. And this is a month of change, and we're really harnessing this energy. We're really shifting into something different right now, and that could be career, that could be relationships, that could be, you know, a new financial situation. I hope so. Listen, I hope so. But we got the Knight of Pentacles crossing this card, which I'll get into in a second, so I don't know, y'all. But there's some shifts going on around you, and there's some shifts going on within you, and you've got to focus right now on that. You cannot focus too much on everything that everybody else has going on, because that is definitely going to affect your happiness. Listen, especially when people are not adapting well to the changes that they have going on for themselves, they start to get angry, they start to get sad, they start to get irritated, depressed, anxious. Cancer, we just have that ability. We could be standing next to you. You might not say anything. If you have had an anxious day to where you've been fidgety, jittery, you've been, you know, in your head, when we leave you, we may not understand, but for some reason we're fidgety, our legs are jumping, we're nervous, and we're like, oh, I can't place this, but I'm just feeling anxious. We are really empaths. We really pick up on other people's emotions. So be mindful of the people that you're around. And if you notice you're around somebody who's starting to move a little different, or starting to get a little bit of a dense or a negative energy, it's cool to be like, let me love you from a distance. You know, I'll holla at you in a week or so, because right now the focus is your happiness. The focus is you, Cancer. We just had an Aries full moon, which I got a video up on that, but long story short, this is a time for you to get a little selfish and look at what you haven't been giving yourself, because you've been giving it to everybody else. And if you think about it, more often than not, you'll look up and you'll see people in situations where they're happy, to where they've achieved these goals, and you know you contributed, and you might find yourself in a space to where your goals have not been met. But you know they got their goals done because you lent that money to them. You know that person finished that project over there because you wrote something, you wrote an outline for them, right? You know that this person got this job because you wrote them a reference or a recommendation letter. Whereas you put all this energy out into everybody else, but you sometimes forget to put it into yourself, and you find yourself wondering, well, why is everybody else happy and I'm not happy? Why do I still feel like I gotta work extra hard, meanwhile everybody's getting everything handed to them? And so you gotta be real with yourself, Cancer. It's because you sometimes you offer too much help and you don't help yourselves. So October, help yourself, because what you're helping yourself to is happy. And when I say that, what do you think that means? That means you're helping yourself to doing the things that you enjoy, doing the things that you love, changing the things within your life that need to be changed so that you can come into alignment with this energy, okay? I feel like I just had to fuss at us. Woo, okay. Don't worry about nobody else during October, all right? Next card that you have coming up in the spread, Cancer, is the Knight of Pentacles. It's funny, I was about to call y'all Capricorn, so let me read this as a court card first. Very possible this is a court card. The Knight Pentacles suit, Earth suit, which means that if we're talking about a person, a younger Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo could be somebody bringing in a little bit of combative energy for you, or it could just be somebody that you're not really meshing with during this time. It could also be by way of they're carrying that negative energy, and you may need to distance yourself from them for a moment. But because I so badly wanted to say Capricorn and call y'all Capricorns, sorry. I'm a Capricorn rising, so I don't take offense, but like I know how people feel about Capricorn, so I'm sorry, y'all. But I was about to call y'all Capricorn, so I want to say that if there is a person that's crossing you, some sort of personal energy that's crossing you during this month, it could be coming from a Capricorn or somebody with Capricorn placements. Now, the way that I really wanted to read this card is I was talking about coming into these new spaces, new chapters, new energies, all the things, right? But you got the Knight of Pentacles crossing you. The Knight cards typically carry a message with the energy of the suit. And so what I'm picking up on is finances, and I feel that, Cancer, you might be waiting for some money. or you might be waiting for some money that should have been paid out to you a long time ago, and there might be a little bit of a holdup, or it just might be like, gosh, this is taking a really long time. Also possible that Cancer, there is some money that you're entitled to that you either don't know about or you know about, but there's a process to access it and you're being lazy and won't do it. But all I'm getting with the crossing card is really, it just has something to do with your finances and your accessibility to them. With that being said, Cancer, October might be a month in which you pay your bills a little late. You might rake up some late fees, but let me put y'all on game real quick. We're in the middle of a pandemic. All you got to do is send a very professional email and be like, look, I pay my payments on time, all the time, by way of this pandemic, blah, 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 whatever's going on with your finances. Are you all not waiving late fees? Are you all not providing pandemic assistance, etc.? If you see XYZ, more often than not, you will get a response. It's like, oh, you said you were affected by the pandemic? Yep, I sure did. Run that back. Take that late fee off of there, girl. I'm paying you in 2 days. Chill out. So bills might be a little late this month. You might have some late fees raking up. You might find yourself having to spend money on something that you didn't want to spend on. You might have to tap into your savings this month. If you are a Cancer that has a savings, put me on game. I'm actually getting better, you guys. I'm doing better with saving my money. But financial troubles during this month, but not like rocky financial troubles. I really am not, like, I've done readings for Cancers before to where it's been like, damn, like your money's about to be fucked up. There ain't nothing you can do about it. But that's not what I'm getting here. I'm more so getting on a roadblock. Like, the money is there, what you need is there. There's something you got to do to get to it, and either you're not doing it, you're not knowledgeable of what you have to do, or, oh well, those are the two options. So do some research, look into your finances, hit your job up. You know what, prime example, I was looking at my pay stubs the other day and I realized there's a whole day in April that I wasn't paid for. And you want to know something? I just gave y'all this whole little piece of reading, and I sure did reach out to the payroll department like, yo, I didn't get paid for this day in April. And they were like, this is all you got to do. Did I do it? I did not. So I need to get on my laptop and go on and put in that back pay request. So like that, you know, Cancer, it's literally little stuff like that. Like, not that I need, well, I always need the money, but not that I need that, not that it's imperative, not that it's really holding anything up, but I could have used that money for something else, you know, and I didn't, and I know what I need to do, but I haven't done it because I'm being lazy. So that is a prime example of this crossing Knight of Pentacles energy. Your money is around. Just go get it, Cancer. Don't be like me. Turn this card into an upright position. There is the message of money coming in. There's financial abundance coming in for you, but it's crossing you right now. So turn it into an upright position and go get it. Because apparently there's something stopping it from coming to you. So go get it. Do what you got to do to go get it. The next card that I have coming up for us in this spread is in the position of where we need to bring in a little bit of balance, and we've got the Temperance card here. And when I pull major arcana cards in these major positions in the spread, it's major energy, okay? Major keys. Just to go back on to what I was saying about some sort of shift coming in for you, there is a major, okay, let me use a different word. Let me act like I'm a writer. There is a big shift. There's a huge shift. There's a ginormous shift. There's a grandiose shift coming in for you, Cancer. Something is changing, something is moving, something is shaking. You're not there quite yet. Remember, we're just at the beginning of the season of change. The Temperance card is a card of it's a card of patience. And when I pull this card, it's a card that points to giving yourself a little bit more love and a little bit more care. And I did mention that with the Happiness card, but I did also want to go with the other message on this card that comes by way of the Egyptian Tarot deck. If you look at the imagery, well, I've got a glare, but there's a dude with 2 cups on here, and he's pouring the cup into this other cup. But the message with the card is, you know, even the smallest droplets of water can erode the toughest stone. So Cancer, especially coming off of your eclipses from the past year or so, and we're now moving into this season of fall where, you know, our eclipses are done, like we really are moving into these new chapters, into these new spaces. There are things that are getting ready to play out for us. However, they hit some construction. They hit a little bit of a detour. They're out there waiting, stuck behind the tape, but you know, we got to go out there and get it. However, also at the same time, as I say in a lot of my readings, everything in divine timing. So, you know, only do so much as you can. Just do what you can. Just because you're not moving and shaking right away doesn't mean that you're not moving and shaking, and it doesn't mean that you need to stop moving and shaking. You don't have to do something that has a lot of bells and whistles to be doing work and to be making progress. Another example I'm telling on myself in this video, y'all. Y'all have heard me say in a lot of my videos, oh, I'm a writer. I need to get back into working on my scripts, working on producing my films. I've been retroactively working on a production binder for one of my old films. And you know, when I started doing it, I was doing it because I was bored one day, but then I kept with it and I was like, oh, at some point I was like, oh, I don't understand why I'm doing this. I need to really be working on my scripts. I wanted it to be like, okay, I'm gonna sit down, crank out a script and be ready to film it. But that's not how it goes. If you are a filmmaker, you know that's not how it goes. It's a whole bunch of extra. You gotta listen. There's character development, first and foremost. There's outlines that got to be thrown in there. There's beat sheets. Like, it's a whole bunch that goes into actually cranking that script out. So it's okay to work a little bit at a time. So I've been a day at a time doing things in this production binder. I went back and I did my character development for my characters. And then one day I spent some time going back and I did a script breakdown. The next day I went back and retroactively scouted my locations. And it's like, okay, well, it doesn't seem like I'm doing much right now. It seems like water droplets. But once I finish this, once I come into the space where I'm actually ready to work on the scripts that I've started and haven't finished, I'll have the knowledge I need to production binder along the way, and I'll have everything ready to go, and it's easier for me to work when I have that plan. So just because you're not making big moves doesn't mean that your moves aren't big, okay? It doesn't mean that your moves aren't doing big shit. Let me put it to you like that. So just be patient with the things that you're anticipating coming in, but also at the same time, give yourself a little bit of love while you were doing your water droplets, because all the things are going to come in. And also, go get your money, Cancer. I'm laughing because, one, I'm laughing at myself, and then when I laugh in these readings, I get these emotions. It's because you know, Cancer, you already know what money I'm talking about. I shouldn't even stayed on that long. All right, last card that we have coming up in the spread. I like to see this here. We've got the heart chakra in the position of the soul message. So first and foremost, during October, give your heart chakra a little bit of work. Work with some heart chakra stones like rose quartz. Rose quartz is not my favorite stone, but pink stones, green stones. Do some heart chakra meditations. Wear some heart chakra jewelry. Do some, write in your journal about your feelings, whatever it is that you have got to do. And then also with this card coming up here, when I think heart chakra, I think of passion, things that we are passionate about. So during this month, in order to keep yourself happy, really work on water driplets, really work on the things that really bring you joy. And I also get the message for some of you Cancers. You guys, I hate love readings, and this one just interjected it because I'm about to end the reading. It was like, no, wait, there's something I got to tell you. Some of you Cancers, you might be coming into some new sort of love situation. This card in this particular deck, it corresponds with the Lovers in tarot. So for some of us, y'all know it's cuffing season. Some of us, you might be cuffing or get cuffed. I don't know. Where you at? I also get the sense that Cancer, you know about this too. So Cancer, it's a whole bunch of you know what's going on, and you just need to go on and make some little water droplet moves here. You subtle moves. I really good positive energy for this reading, as you guys can tell, because I've been laughing through the whole reading. So I hope that it found you well. If you are interested in booking your own spread, you can do that with me. I talked about love and I talked about finances. I do offer financial readings and relationship and self-love readings as well, because we talked about that here too. All of that you can find on my Etsy shop, linked down below. I'm not going to plug anything else because I did that at the beginning of the video. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next time. Peace.